Wednesday's breaking news came as a shock, if not quite a surprise. Red Bull Racing team principal and CEO Christian Horner to leave the company with immediate effect. Christian Horner, the figure at the center of one of F1's largest teams for 20 years. A Red Bull without Laurent Mex, moving up from team principal of the junior Racing Bulls team to fill his spot. Horner's departure comes after a difficult beginning to the 2025 season on track for Red Bull, as well as rumors of turmoil within the team. It also follows after Horner has endured his own challenges off the track in recent seasons. But not many had predicted that the 51-year-old would be parting company with the team that he had been so instrumental in building over 2 decades in quite this manner. Midweek, mid-season at the helm at Red Bull, Horner managed 2 remarkable spells of dominance in the sport, taking the new team from its modest beginnings as rookie challenger on the grid in 2005, youngest team principal on the grid, then to 4 consecutive drivers' titles with Sebastian Vettel between 2010 and 2013. Cut forward to then dominating the beginning of the 2020s with 4 consecutive championship victories for Max Verstappen. From rank outsiders, Red Bull and Horner became one of the sport's big guns, as much associated with its glamorous past as the pedigree badges of Ferrari, McLaren, and Mercedes. Not bad for an Austrian fizzy drink maker and a young man from Leamington Spa. It wasn't ever pretty. But then again, 6 Constructors' Championships do not come by chance. Horner had the temerity to ruffle feathers, and often did. His continuous war with Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff is still the stuff of soap opera soap. And while Red Bull had long periods of dominance with both Vettel and Verstappen, the place of the second Red Bull drive was often the most awkward in the paddock. But Red Bull and Horner always liked to do things just a little bit differently. The world record pit stops, the iconic celebrations, and taking title after title. But don't deny it, it's been a bumpy last 12 months for Red Bull. Even with his 4th on the trot, Verstappen managed to win just 2 of the last 14 in 2024. And those poor dividends have continued this year, with only a couple of victories during a new period of McLaren dominance. The puzzle over the second Red Bull seat has also continued. Liam Lawson lasted no more than 2 rounds, and Yuki Tsunoda has not been able to find his rhythm. Then, of course, there is the Max situation. The 4-time world champion is contracted to Red Bull until 2028, but the F1 rumor mill has been spinning in overdrive recently, suggesting the champ might jump to Mercedes. Red Bull have ridden out rumors, ups and downs in form, and contract uncertainty before. Management retained their belief in her throughout the barren years of Lewis Hamilton's dominance at Mercedes and saw Red Bull rebound, perhaps better than ever. But today, the team will seek to begin a new chapter without her, appointing him in his place by Laurent Mex, who will tap into his experience at Ferrari, Racing Bulls, and the FIA, the governing sports body, to guide the team into grass. New Alan Payne seals the chain, promoting to be team principal of Racing Bulls, and leaves Christian Horner out. Once the dynamo behind the team's runaway success, his precipitous fall marks the end of an era that had redefined Formula One in the modern era. As the headlines subside and gossip simmers, one thing's for sure, this sport moves on. But Horner's loss will reverberate across the paddock.